Pleasant good evening to each and everyone in the diaspora and Guyana and elsewhere. Friends all. I am your host, George Correa, and I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you will get the next updated video. You may not like what I'm saying because it don't affect you or your family or your friends. But the message is plain and simple. What goes for one goes for all. But let me make this clear. There's an old thing in America, New York, and others. If you see something, say something. But it seems like those phrases only fit a certain position. Well, today I sit and I'm going to tell you, with what is happening in the Palestinian country, with the Israelite, Hamas, and the Palestinians are suffering, we can expect problem down the road because we ask many questions and we see what happened with the Pentagon, we see what happened with the World Trade Center, we see France, and we see many other countries, and we even see Manhattan, we see the two brothers in one of the states. And we got to understand that we have madmen and women all over the world in every race, every tribe, every nationality. But mad is not the word. We have people who are vindictive, who are revengeful, can rise their head in any area at any given time when we think that we are enjoying life. That might be the last for all of us. Why am I telling you these things? If you see something, please say something. Don't get close to nobody with a bag or looking suspicious. Don't try an argument or nothing. Just walk away and call the police or other authority. Because friends, we are playing a dangerous game, and we are playing with our family, our life, our future, and the future of our country from which we are living in today. Politicians in the whole, they don't care anything about you and I, the ordinary man, woman, and child. We have seen many wars in this world. We remember Secretary of State, Mr. Powell, who showed a picture on all the news that Saddam had the weapon of mass destruction. Saddam is being hanged. The war is over, but yet we cannot produce the weapon that he had. We accuse many nations for things because we want to set an example, or maybe try out a few ammunitions, or maybe some old rhetoric. But ladies and gentlemen, there is a God and there is a devil, as we say. But none of us have ever seen the person. None of them. But we are living and we believe. But there were millions of people before us who still was waiting on one of the two. And they all depart, and we are here today. We have seen the rise and fall of a man, as I will say, a madman, as they say, Adolf Hitler. We have seen the wasteful killing of innocent human beings, mothers, children, gas chamber execution from Germany to Baghdad, to Iran, to Libya, to Egypt, to Russia, China, and even in some European countries. But what have we accomplished? Nothing better. Nothing. Everybody believes they have the answer to human civilization. While in the African continent, we have a major problem in neighboring countries. Border issue, maybe tribal affair. And in India, we have problem with a religious problem. And In China, as you know, a different system from our system. In Russia is also. But I am amazed when our politicians them take the TV, the news to address the nation. But I am asking these questions. When would our commander-in-chief, our president and vice president, prime minister and governor will put on a uniform and face the battlefield? They will be hiding in the bunkers while we and our fathers and brothers and sisters and uncles, nephews and relatives will be dying for a thing called democracy, equality, and freedom and justice for all. But where are we going from here? Today, I do hope every Guyanese in Guyana can look at the news and learn something sometime or the other. Friends, I have many questions. When I see what is happening in the Palestinian country, tears come to my eyes. And every day we are hearing about Hezbollah. We are hearing about the killers, all who kill the innocent Jewish children, family, and we have a right to condemn it. But soon we open up our mouth and talk what Israel is doing, we are taking side. How can this world be justified? If I remember clearly, I was trying to put on a black and white video when the Jews arrived in Palestine. There was to be in Georgetown, Guyana in the 1947. Thanks to Chamberlain, Churchill, and the US President, and maybe others, to take them to Palestinian country. On their arrival, some young man at the time says, 17 years now they see the light. But I want to ask a question. Before our Jewish brothers and sisters arrived there, those people were living happily amongst themselves. I know Muslims love to fight, giving the teaching from Prophet Muhammad. And you have some fanatics believe that if they kill somebody and they die, they'll be in the hands of Allah. What an ignorant saying. What a foolish way of thinking. I do not understand that. And what I can't understand, if you are God's representative and He threw Lucifer out of heaven with the falling angel, I don't think He need no man who will die soon. I got a number of years to live, want to die early to be in His hand. He will have to be afraid of you if that is true. Because you are nothing but a mad person. So I condemn all this ideology. I accept that any human have a right to represent themselves. But what I cannot understand, why when journalists are exposing the truth, bullets are killing them? Because we do not want them to expose what we are seeing. This is not the 1960s or 50s. Today, everybody have a cell phone, even the blind, even the deaf, even the crippled. Somebody will be videoing something that can cause problem for a nation. So, what is a journalist? One who brings the update on the battlefield and everything, but we are killing them. What is the uses of the jacket, the hat to show? Same peacemakers, doctors, nurses, all are being bombed because they are helping those who are being killed and brutally damaged. I think, and I would say this, all black people are not bad. They are good and bad in every race. All Indian are not bad. All European are not bad. All Chinese are not bad. All Arab are not the same, they are not bad. And all Jews are not the same. That is why we are still in this world holding it together. But as human living today in civilization, looking what is happening, I want to ask the world and our United States President Joe Biden, the Honorable, blessed are the peacemakers, sir, for he or she may inherit the key to heaven. But woe be unto the mischievous that had to fuel a war, killing people without a reason, but excuse is more than any day of the year on the step of the Buckingham Palace or the White House or Congress. I condemn the killing of anybody, but a man have a right to represent himself and family. But what we are seeing in Palestine, when Arafat was there and others, you cannot bulldoze people's house shooting at them and expect to be accepted and beloved. When you condemn Adolf Hitler and you go and you hunt in Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay and all about for the Nazis who have committed this crime against 6 million Jews, as it was told, and many more. No war is good, for what lost cannot be found. What is dead cannot come alive. But memory, hatred, and revenge shall remain longer when we are gone. I want to say clearly, if you bulldoze in a man's house with his family, where you want him to go? When you are the one who was accepted in open arms into that country. Or unless I miss something, then educate me. Educate me. I respect the Israel force for many things. When Idi Amin was alive, and some Arab hold up the plane with the Jews, the FMB story at the airport, I respect that. I commend you. I congratulate you for your braveness and to free your people. But today, is the life of a Jew more important than the life of an Arab? Or a Chinese? Or an American, a Canadian, or whatever you want to call them? My friends, if you believe in the teaching of your God, then he can fight his own war. He allows slavery. He allows his prophet to be put on a cross, to be beaten and murdered. Who are you and I, who are just temporary in this earth? I remember the late Prime Minister, Mr. Shamir, I think, if I don't have his name right, forgive me, who was bombing and killing the Palestinians. He died on life support or whatever. Could it have been a message to show you no matter how powerful you are, a sickness could bring you down? My friends, you are the one who was accepted into Palestine with open arms. You have no right to bulldoze people's house. What we are seeing, man, is not what we are hearing. And you have no right, whether Hamas is hiding in the people country, fighting against you, so you bomb the whole neighborhood, even a hospital, and make an excuse. But there is a God. I call upon God, Allah Bhagwan God today at this time, to show who got the real power. If you in Israel is right, let it shake the area where the Palestinians are plenty and kill them out and done with them. But they are parasites if they have done what you're accusing them for. But if they're innocent, and you are the one who are doing it, may he hand you the same curse. So we can learn to respect one another. But the decent, honorable, love, kind, devoted Jews and the Arabs must enjoy this world and don't make what happened with Hitler and what happening now must happen again. We read the Bible. There are so many conflicting stories for all the killing, from the Caesar, Nebuchadnezzar, and right away through. And with the great Moses that threw the commandment in the face of those when he crossed the sea. And y'all didn't listen. How many more deaths and killing must we live to see? Mercilessly. And in the United Nations, the place to set the record straight, I look, the representative of Israel, and I want to be fair. All he talks about the death of a family, and he plays a tape where a young man, illiterate, ignorant, stupid, play and tell his parents, according to the representative, he killed 10 Jews and he happy. That's have to be a madman. Now if he done that and he died, I have nothing against that. Justice must be served. But when you're bombing from the air, wiping out family, is that justified, Mr. Netanyahu? I have nothing against a man defending himself. But you cannot be accepted in a country, as Brother Obama said when he was president, and many other distinguished leaders around the world are talking, and I don't think they're lying because we are seeing. And that's not friction. Where are all the Arabs? They are calling for peace, but they are a nation that fight each other. Saddam had invaded Kuwait. I went in the protest for them, 72th Street in Manhattan, because of Secretary of State Marlene Albright, according to information alleged, she dead and gone, caused that war. And according to the Secretary of State, Mr. Powell, who also departed, Saddam had the destruction waiting to fire out, mass destruction. My friends, why we have to live in threat? I called upon the United States government, England, France, and the world at large to come to the table, stop the wasteful killing in Palestinian country and any other part of the world where innocent people are being killed. I congratulate the United States for lifting the sanctions from Venezuela. And so be the case, if there are many more sanctions that we are not aware of, lift it, please. Now I want to ask my President Joe Biden, Honorable, sir, in due respect to you and your high office, when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, the United States government at the time gave 2 bombs in Japan and they surrender. I can understand that that was justice. And when they surrender, you stop. From that time to now, Hawaii is in peace. Only destruction the other day by an earthquake or whatever flood. You see, we are human. We only have a short time on this earth. And no man, the king, the president, the emperor, nobody is better than another. So Guyanese, I want you to learn what you black people, and again, not all of you, so don't get me wrong, the lunatics, the ignorant, the uneducated, what make politicians pay you to kill innocent people? Thank God that the Jews was not in Guyana in 1947, and you'd have tried that shit. I don't think y'all would have got any of your life. Just learn from what's happening in Palestine. Learn. Watch good. You beat and rape and kill the Indians. You take away the house in Mackenzie and Wisma. You treat them like scorn. You do it to the Amerindian also. And every other race had to flee Guyana under Burnham. But yet our young black countryman, black brother, calling on American Congress people in the Democratic Party, black, using threats if they don't support his cause, they will not get their votes. Well, man, if I have to get your vote to kill people or do them wrong, I'd rather drink poison. Because we don't know where we go from here. But that young brother should educate himself. If you all had done that to the Jews, if they had arrived in Guyana, he may not have been alive today to talk nonsense neither. Revenge is a serious thing. No one will tell you when it will happen, but it is, especially when they are Arabs. Chinese are sly. Hindus will carry the attack wild because they believe in blasphemy. But friends, how many times will Hindus kill Muslim, Muslim kill Christian? You have to become their religion. Is that kind of God you serve? Today the world should mourn the Palestinian people as much as the Jewish people innocently that lost their family because of Hamas. But we must not blame Israel too. Don't invade people's country and bulldoze their house when they give you a chance. We live in America. We have a lot of people coming through the border. Trump tried to put a wall. Millions of people coming through California, Texas. But we give them the rights to stay here. And later down the road, they start bulldoze our house and take over. You think we will accept that? Come on, man. What goes for one goes for all. We blame the white man for slavery, but we will not give up the three-piece suit, the car, the plane, the helicopter, the car, and the fancy house, and the track boots. But we will kick a soccer ball and make millions and millions and still condemn the white man. And especially all white men when we say it, and we come up with a slogan, Black Life Matters. All bloody life matters. We are all human beings. Man and woman was created by the hands of a power that we call God. Allah, Bhagwan. Now that we see who he is, what color he got. And in every race, again, there's good and bad. But I can't understand it myself. In my own family, my brothers, because of their wife, my own mother, my own children. Friends, so what we must do? We can't condemn everybody. A crime is a crime that was committed and people must give justice. Look at Guyana. A man named Mr. Ramjatan, security minister. Because I, George Correa, speak about him and Moses Nagamutu, they lock up my son and they got children. But let us see these hands. It's clean. We don't have to touch nobody. We leave you to God. Fine. Friends, it's important for you to know what's going on. We must stop this war. Stop this senseless killing. And sit down and make this world a better place for humanity. We must sit down and unite this world instead of fighting to destroy one another. Where are we going? How many people was there before us that kill each other? How much? Anyone you go to the graveyard and open it and see how they look? You only tell me about the king, Caesar, Nebuchadnezzar. You might tell me about Saddam, Gaddafi. You might tell me about Ho Chi Minh. But you cannot tell me about the ordinary people. Are they not accepted or counted? It is time to stop this BS. Black life matters, Hindu life matters, Muslim life matters. Which Christian religion is better? If you believe in God, it's the same God. Call him Allah, call him Bhagwan, or call him what you like. Let's make this world a better place and forget the ignorance in the past. Because it has came a long way from tribalism, caste system, stoneism, all the way to the 23rd century, 21st century, where we have everything luxuriously, but we have to unite and educate ourselves to work for the betterment of humanity. Not who rich and who poor, who black and who brown and who yellow and who white. I've never seen a white man or a black man. It's only words. Friends, I urge you in the name of God today, let's speak with one voice and call our ambassadors and representatives from the UN to speak, to stop this war immediately, and who to get jailed for war crimes, so let it be. I don't care. If Hamas is hiding between the Palestinians, then the work must go on to find them. But I want to know, is these Hamas people born criminals, devils, angels, or they're people whose family was murdered and they grew up with hate. Now these things happen. The Taliban got a lot of people. They kill a lot. They put people down in the river in a basket if you don't accept Islam. And if you got to beat me and kill me to accept your religion, I'd rather serve the devil. I tell you the truth. It is time for the illiterateness to go away and bring forward what is right for humanity. The only difference with us is religion, languages, culture, and nationality. But God said, I make man in my own image and likeness. So Shamir, sick, and was suffering for years until he died. With all the power he had and all the Palestinians and whoever was killed by him, he think it was justified. But God has shown Israel, the Palestinian, Hamas, and others, he's the chief commander, the greatest warrior. And you know who's the soldier? Time. T-I-M-E. He don't act ignorant. So I call upon the decent Jewish people out of Israel and in Israel to stand up in solidarity to stop this war, and let whoever to be charged for war crime, so be it. And the UN have to do their job. I call upon my president. As I always say, America gets what America wants. But we must learn to compromise and work together for the future of humanity. Not billionaires and millionaires. Everyone have a voice. Once it does not hurt you, bleed your skin, scratch you, it is just a matter of a verbal expression. This is the land of the free. But when we speak free, we put ourselves in trouble. When a man defends himself, he gets charged for murder. We lock up policemen for murdering people, as they say. We lock it up family, men murdering people for justice. But we cannot come to justify what happened with innocent Palestinian people. A journalist, his whole family was killed. Many journalists was killed. Why the journalists are being killed? Because they are exposing the truth. What the eye sees is not what the ears hear. Come on, man. So here I call upon Almighty God. Whatever time I got left, show me your hands. Show me what you would do to that Middle East to bring peace if the UN cannot accomplish it. And all who involved in it, hiding behind closed doors and supporting the innocent killing on both sides, Father, this is your court. I hand it to you. Do what you have to do to set the example. How many more lives must be taken for you to come forward? You make I wonder if you didn't come for Muhammad and Jesus, you wouldn't come for these innocent Jews or Palestinians or Africans. Look in Mozambique. 12 or 14 children was massacred a few days ago, my friends. I would end it here. But I call upon all of you to subscribe to my channel. And I am your host, George Correa. Let it be peace amongst all of us. May God be with everyone. Amen.